Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to this beautiful landscape. Welcome to our small histories from the World War II time frame. We are at this fantastic location. Look at the beautiful weather. It's icy cold. We are looking for the best of the coastal artillery and something spectacular on the top of what I think could be that ridge all the way up there. Nevertheless, join us and let's go out and see if we can find the path together. This is actually pretty tough. We were just stranded in a sea of ice. You can see here, bitterly cold, and the road was just blocked by a lot of water that's been frozen. So we have to make a massive detour. Not planned, but that's how it is. Let me see. Eagle eye spotted that. I didn't notice it. See that thing there? Holy, that's going to be interesting to check out. But first, we're on the hunt for a couple of the gun placements here. We're on the Atlantic Wall, fortification line. The Germans put tens of thousands of structures all along the coastlines of Europe, and this is one of those positions. Further up here to the left, there will be a massive artillery position, but it's a matter of finding it. Here's a beautiful example of a fully intact foxhole, very rarely seen in that condition. The rocks would be tumbled in and everything. Machine gun nest probably, or a guard position. Also observation post for, could have been a small rangefinder there. I really love that little detail there. Not very often that I'm speechless, but that is incredible. Look at that horizon and the sun kind of setting down there. Wow, this is what you get for being a history hunter and sharing it with all of you. Wow, that's the very, very best. Wow, what a ride. We had to take a massive detour because of the water and everything, but we think the target is up there. We're so excited, can't wait to see if that's correct. So let's continue this quest for the German coastal artillery position. We can see huge rubble piles of rocks, and that is definitely the true sign of activity in the mountainside. And I think there is something, where's my finger? Right there. So let's go and check that out first. Yeah, that was the intuition of a history hunter, is very often right. No, I'm just kidding. That there is an air defense position put up there by the Germans with one specific purpose, and that was to take care of the horizon, which looks like that. Isn't that incredible beautiful? So the soldier would sit here and actually just enjoy the view. But let's head on up to the gun position and check that out. You really have to be prepared, and you really have to be willing to spend a lot of calories going up and down and up and down and in and out the mountain ranges and the summits and the valleys. Whew, this is fantastically fun, but also at the same time very, very stressful. So I'm just waiting for Eagle Wind here. He's a bit tired today. This is kind of like the 7th hour that we've been out here today, so we'll do our best. That was so worth it. Holy Madonna. There is this gigantic circle here, and this is the placement of the gun. Hope maybe on the backside we'll find the munition storage. And you can see this rock fence was put on side here to be a ring of defense on the outside, and in here the gun foundation, the base would be. The gun could swivel around. Very often some kind of wheels would roll on this round circle. There would be degree pattern marked, or with a huge round aluminum ring showing the degree marks. And wow, that is fantastic. So the base of the gun was there. No gun there anymore, but nevertheless, impressive structure. Way, way, way up here in the hillside. See here, huge concrete foundation to hold the gun in position. And it is pretty interesting to see how this layout is. It's basically the same as with other gun positions. And this circle is the only protection from the seaside for the cruise, and from the air, of course, they had camouflage canvas and all of that, but it would be pretty tough to spot them. And that is the view a gunner would have here, so nothing wrong with that. On the back side here, a makeshift ammo storage. It's fallen in, caved in. See the back wall here, where they entered the munition storage in here. There will be huge wooden planks and things over here. They stretched some canvas on top, and in the end they had a formidable storage of munition for the gun right here, and you could also probably find some more features of that further down. Now we're gonna go into the mountainside and we're gonna find the second gun location. Holy Madonna. We've been walking so much here. I think it's like 5 kilometers up and down now. We have at least 4 to 5 to go. Well, let's continue. Yes, finally. That is one of the munition storage depots down there in that pile of rocks. A huge trench. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Words are kind of not coming out right. Trench from the first munition position to this beautifully built thing here. Look at that. I really knew how to integrate purpose with camouflage. Wow, I just love that. That is fantastic. And I'll go down and see if we can find out exactly where the gun position is. Oh, I can see it. It's actually right here. But I just love this thing here. It is so well done. It's like a military guy met an artist and they said, well, let's work together. All right, I'll go up to the gun pit and see if we can show you something there. It's very difficult to see, and I think that this is one of the abandoned positions that was just barely used, and they made bigger ones with concrete constructions as you saw up there, the first one. There's something here, a little construction. Could have been a munition storage very close to the gun. Pretty hefty build actually. Communication, well, maybe, but I don't see any pipes or electrical cables coming up, so I'm guessing that or something else, I'm not sure. But I can actually see the round circle here. So inside here, where you see all these trees and stuff, that is basically the gun position itself. But today, it is rather difficult to actually see, but it is here. And right here you can see some of the 360 circle of concrete, and you can even see it here as I'm walking on it. So I'm not sure why all the rocks were stacked around here. Was it to kind of do even more of the camouflage? Was it the locals who hated the guts of it, just wanted to pour rocks over it to make it disappear? That's also something that is quite problematic for us because we can't see anything if they do that. So then we can't share anything. Actually, another little square structure in there, but it's impossible to see because of the sun. But now we're going to go up to the fire and control bunker. That is a spectacle just by itself. You know, as I'm walking up towards the fire and command post, I'm always wondering what happened here, how many soldiers were here, Was anyone injured? Did anyone die? Did they take a full hit by the enemy? Did they hit the enemy? Always kind of wondered about stuff like that, but we never get the true answer because there's no one to tell us. All we have are the structures to look at and tell the story as good as we can. So, okay, have to go over that ridge and then I'm going to be there. So, on our way up to the gun position, we see that the Germans hid their barracks. See that? There's one, the foundation, and the protecting wall around it. There's the second one, and the front line of the ocean is there, so that's why they put them here. They will be kind of protected on the back side of the mountain, inwards towards landside, and pretty smart, but I don't know whether hit or not, I couldn't tell. But they were basically covered with camouflage canvas, so it would be very hard to see them. Finally, the last piece of the puzzle. There are a couple of structures up here, and that will be basically the last one for today, but it looks fantastic. Even though this position is not a gun position, it's still one of these. I don't know why that is here. Could have been they stored equipment in there, but that's basically what you see around the huge gun pits. So there was nothing like that up here. I don't know why, but they probably had this thing and they said, I want one of those here to store whatever they needed. Eagle eye is eagle eye. From this massive thing here that was probably used by the Germans for a special purpose. Great. Just a small little great detail from the position here. Very heavy duty. Look at that thing there. Incredible. That was put up here to be the fire control post on the top of the ridge or hill here, and that is just fantastic. See the pretty heavy duty ceiling there, and the window slots would probably be in metal when it was during the years. They would probably change after the war, used by local army or I don't know, civilians for something. I haven't got a clue. See the railroad, you see the huge metal bars there. So really built heavy duty, reinforced as good as they could. And it's just a plaster lump of concrete and rocks. And you see the rocks are hanging over the edge of the concrete there. That must have taken a lot of effort to do that. You must have kind of put something underneath there and then cast the rocks, let that harden, and then take off whatever was underneath, and it's like overhang. That is amazing. See these side walls here? They were purposely built to prevent firing coming in from any side. So that's a good thing by itself, actually. It's actually starting to get very rare to see specialized structures like this on the Atlantic wall. This is actually very rare, this kind of structure. It is not a standardized regular bow. It's more a improvised feature on the top of this Atlantic wall fortification position. So let's enter this incredible structure. Oh, I'm really tired, I have to admit it. I'm really tired. I'm coming in here. So that is the view, and let me show you exactly, oh come on, what that is all about. See that? That is pretty impressive. So with that incredible view, I think I'll just end this little adventure here. And for us, it was such a pleasure to have you tag along. Hope you're learning and seeing stuff that you've never done. That's our job. Go out, research, go to location, find the positions. And if you find the time and will for it, see if you'd like to check us out and maybe support our work. Watch our videos in full. As I said, that's the best way to support us. Check out the Patreon videos in the beginning of each month if you want to be a patron. Other than that, subscribe, share, comment, help us out in any way you can. So with that little beautiful image, I say goodbye to you, and we will meet you out there in the next adventure, which will be very, very soon.